So do you go and rent at the airport, or how, or do you have, what's the aircraft?
I do. I rent an air coupe out, and Parrish Treywick at PC Aircraft Maintenance, he actually has a number of air coupes. And for me, I've actually, to fly to Oshkosh this past summer, I rented an air coupe out of Wisconsin. And instead of getting what I was expecting, a weird reaction to the desire to rent an air coupe, they seem to be all 100% behind me, and they actually put my name on the air coupe.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Tell me some more about the experiences at the airport with other pilots.
Pilots, I have never met a group of individuals who are so encouraging and behind you 100%. It's like a family. And I remember the first time I soloed, I felt like I was initiated into a family, not just pilots, but a family of pilots. And for me, that was just a great experience to be able to be one with pilots. And in the same way, I feel like I have to return the favor and become an instructor and teach other people how to fly as well and share that same joy of flight.
So how many hours did you have before you soloed?
Let's see, it was probably about maybe 30 or so hours before I soloed and trained in 3 different air coupes to find the perfect one.
So did Glenn do the traditional thing that said, okay, here you go, and let you go off on your own?
Actually, it was Parrish who signed me off for solo, and he told me, if you can give me 5 good landings in a row, then I can get out of the airplane. And one day, sure enough, I gave him those 5 good landings. He got out of the airplane. It was all surreal to me. And he told me to taxi to the end of the runway as I was used to. But this time, he wasn't in the airplane. So I remember taxiing. And the one thing he told me was, don't fly the airplane unless you can hear me on the radio. And when I took off and I turned my first crosswind turn, the radios gave out. So I didn't have an option at that point. I had to fly the airplane. So yeah, but I remember that solo like it was yesterday. It was incredible. It was empowering, yes.
Okay. We talked a little bit before about how you put the seatbelt on. We brought along a Pilot Mall headset, and you said you would like to show us how you put the headset on.
Yes.
I think it's a question that Jessica gets quite a bit, so the folks at Pilot Mall loaned us this headset, and she's going to demonstrate it for you.
Well, this was even the first challenge even before learning how to buckle the seatbelts. So I had to learn how to use one foot to put on the headset because there wasn't enough knee room for my left foot. So I used one foot, and this is... And that's how I did that. So.
What do you think of that?
Thank you.
My instinct is to try to help you with everything. Do people do that to you a lot?
I think it is for anyone. If I saw someone without any arms, I'd probably offer to help them as well. So it's only natural, and I take it very humbly because I think that all of us, we need help at one point or another. And it might look a little more like a struggle for me, but in reality, it's just a part of me and just as natural as it would be for anyone else. But I don't get offended by any means if someone does offer to help me, because I think that it's great that they've offered and they've put their stuff out there to help me. So yeah.
Terrific. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody, for visiting with us today. And that's a wrap.